Welcome back to Drowsy Tales Daily. Tonight I have 5 fascinating stories from Reddit that will keep you engaged as you drift off to sleep. From vacation confrontations to family drama, hospital situations, and art commissions gone wrong. These real-life situations will have you questioning what you would do in these scenarios. Get comfortable, close your eyes, and let's dive into tonight's collection. Our first story takes us to a hotel in Tenerife, where one woman wasn't about to be pushed around by entitled strangers. I'm currently on a solo trip in Tenerife, all-inclusive to save having to look for places to eat by myself. The hotel has club-style seating, meaning that all tables are tables of 8 and people get sat together. Apparently, it's to encourage a sense of community and conversation. Last night, I was seated first and had a glass of wine. A family of 5 got seated at my table, 2 adults and 3 children. The mother turned to me and said, "We do not wish to expose our children to women drinking alcohol." I smiled and said perhaps they should ask to move tables if it was an issue, but I would be drinking the wine. They noticed I was on my own and made passive-aggressive comments about this. I went up to get food, and on return the wine had disappeared. A waiter came over and asked to see my wristband for the all-inclusive, and said the family had told them I was underage and must have sneaked away from my parents. He was very apologetic and returned with a fresh glass of wine just as the family came back with their food. Was I wrong for then requesting the waiter brought me the full bottle along with a couple of shots of vodka? The family stormed out the restaurant when I drank the shots as they arrived at the table. Our second story brings us to a hospital room where a family disagreement unfolds over what's appropriate behavior. My son, who is 17, recently got into a car accident with a drunk driver. I am very thankful that he is alive, obviously, but his car is totaled and he is fairly injured with multiple breaks, lots of stitches, and is currently recovering. This all occurred last week on Saturday, the night of the accident. My family, my wife who is 45 and daughter who is 14, got there, I want to say, an hour before his girlfriend. When she came in, she ran to him in his hospital bed and started hugging and kissing him, mainly lips, but other places on his face too. She stayed for most of the night, checking up on him and being supportive, and I was happy that my son and his girlfriend had such a good relationship. As we were driving home that night, my wife said she was upset I didn't say anything to my son's girlfriend. I asked why I would have, as she was being a good partner. My wife said that it felt weird seeing that, especially in front of his family. I said that he was going off to college regardless, and that she was being a really nice partner, and that night showed us how much she truly cared for him. She rushed off of work to get there and was still wearing her work clothes as she got there. My wife started getting angrier and said that she thought it was inappropriate and that I should just ask her to leave sometime. I told her that I'm not telling my hospitalized son that I'm taking away something that clearly makes him happy. She told me it was inappropriate and that I needed to put a stop to it. I told her she was worrying about the wrong thing and that anything that brought our son comfort was good. She told me I needed to step up and do my job, and I've kept thinking about it. This next story is about Father's Day, family expectations, and setting important boundaries. My girlfriend is mad that I don't want to babysit her nephew on Father's Day. On Sunday, it's Father's Day, my first Father's Day. I want to spend it alongside my girlfriend and our 7-month-old. However, her brother asked us to babysit his kid on that day because him and his girlfriend want to go out. When my girlfriend asked me, I politely said no, as it's my first Father's Day, and I would like to spend it as a little family. She got salty and a little mad and is now being passive-aggressive. Her brother doesn't like me, and the feeling is mutual and we don't speak. He only talks to my girlfriend when he needs a favor. His kid is great and we've babysat him multiple times. On my girlfriend's first Mother's Day, it was just us 3. I don't know why she can't do the same for me. Our fourth story involves art, faith, and whether disclosure is necessary when working with clients. I do commissioned artwork and don't discriminate against any subject unless it's racist, homophobic, otherwise hateful, or sexually disturbing. I did a commissioned art piece with Christian iconography, a beautiful ornate cross, a saint, and scripture and calligraphy. The client was happy with my work, paid me, and then asked me what my favorite scripture was. I was honest and just said, "Oh, I don't really have one, because I'm not a Christian and wouldn't really know which ones I'd like." He became upset and told me that he felt lied to because I have posted artwork of Christian subjects before, and he assumed I would be Christian. He said the art doesn't hold the same spiritual value because it wasn't made with faithful intention. I was kind of unsure of what to say. I said, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I do artwork for everyone, and I am open to doing Christian artwork because it's for the client, not me. Should I be disclosing if I don't share a certain faith when commissioned to do artwork for it? And our final story tonight deals with family relationships and consequences for hurtful behavior. I do not have kids, and I also have not really had a lot of experience dealing with kids before my niece. I don't have younger siblings or cousins. I never babysat, etc. I'm explaining this because this is my blind spot. About a month ago, my niece Gabby and I were at the park together. I like to spend time with her and usually take her out to do things, just the two of us, every couple of weeks. While we were at the park, I was talking about an event I am going to attend with my boyfriend of a few years. She asked to see my dress, so I showed her a picture of me in it. She made a yucky face and said, "That's so ugly. You look really heavy. Isn't your boyfriend going to think it's bad?" I was so hurt. She's only 13. I'm not even a big girl in any sense. I have some extra weight on my body, but I am definitely not overweight. My sister was surprised and said she would talk to her. A few days later, she had Gabby come over to apologize. From my point of view, it was not sincere. She was rolling her eyes and looked angry and just got out the words. I told her thank you for apologizing and then told them to leave. I have not gone out my way to spend time with her since. I had told Gabby that I would take her shopping for the summer and we'd pick out fun stuff together. I look forward to doing things like this with her. Not really anymore. When we were at my mom's house for Mother's Day, Gabby asked me when we would go. After her stunt, I've changed my mind. I said that she probably has plenty of summer clothes to wear. She was upset and said, "But I said I was sorry over and over." I told her that I know she said she was sorry, but just because someone says they're sorry to you doesn't mean that your actions are forgiven, that you have to prove to the other person you won't do it again, and she hasn't. My mom and sister say I'm expecting adult behavior from a child and that it was ridiculous to cancel the shopping date. I am apparently having a disagreement with a child at my big age. They said that she apologized and hasn't said anything else rude to me since. They asked how long I'm going to hold it against her. I really don't know how to take this. I trust their judgment most of the time, but this was just an outright mean thing from her. I am worried that as she grows up, this behavior will continue and she will turn out to be a bully. That's all for tonight's collection of stories. 5 different situations that really showcase the complexity of human relationships and moral dilemmas. From standing up for yourself on vacation to navigating family dynamics, professional boundaries, and teaching consequences to the next generation. These real-life scenarios from Reddit remind us that there's rarely a clear right or wrong answer in most situations. It's all about perspective, context, and what values we choose to prioritize. Whether it's protecting your peace, setting boundaries, or deciding when forgiveness is earned versus given freely. Sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the next video.